This is a reading for anyone who has been giving, explaining, or over-investing their energy and is now stepping back. When you stop over-explaining, stop justifying, and let your calm, grounded presence speak for itself, people around you begin to notice your true value. This is not about forcing recognition or seeking validation. It's about letting your energy do the teaching. When you maintain boundaries, respond thoughtfully, and focus on yourself, your absence naturally reveals what you bring: patience, clarity, reliability, and emotional balance. Someone in your life is starting to feel the impact of your steady energy. They are reflecting on how rare your combination of consistency, insight, and emotional strength truly is. This reading will guide you card by card through how their awareness unfolds and what that means for you moving forward. This is Aira. Let's begin. The first oracle card is Access Withdrawal Shock. When you reduce availability or engagement, even slightly, the change is noticed immediately. Your energy was consistent, supportive, and dependable, and your absence creates awareness where previously there was assumption. They may have taken your patience, attention, or guidance for granted. When you step back, it interrupts their expectation. That absence, calm and intentional, acts as a mirror, showing them how much they relied on your steady energy. Access Withdrawal Shock forces reflection. They begin noticing the patterns of care, consistency, and support you provided without demanding anything in return. This stage is subtle but powerful. By simply stepping back, you start teaching them the value of your presence without needing to explain or defend yourself. The second oracle card is Delayed Emotional Accountability. In the past, they may have rationalized mistakes, ignored concerns, or avoided responsibility for their behavior. Their ego often blocked immediate recognition of your worth. Now, with distance in place, they start replaying past interactions internally. They see your fairness, calm logic, and measured responses, realizing how often they failed to match that effort. Delayed emotional accountability is about internal recognition. They feel discomfort, reflection, and subtle regret. Your consistent energy has now become a benchmark for their awareness. For you, this stage is proof that your boundaries are working. Recognition begins without confrontation. It grows quietly within them. The third oracle card is Comparison Through Experience. Through interactions with others or observing different dynamics, they begin to see your uniqueness more clearly. Conversations with others may feel shallow, support inconsistent, and patience rare. Comparison through experience allows them to contrast their experiences with the standard you provided. Your clarity, steadiness, and reliability stand out as qualities that are difficult to replicate. This awareness is rooted in reality, not nostalgia. They see tangible evidence of the value you consistently offered. Your energy now serves as the benchmark. Others cannot replace it easily, and they begin to realize the depth and steadiness you embodied. The fourth oracle card is Ego Confrontation. Once they notice your worth, pride can block immediate action. Ego struggles to admit mistakes, underestimation, or lost opportunities. They may hesitate, overthink, or fear vulnerability. Part of them wants to reconnect, part regrets the past, and part fears you have moved on. Ego confrontation creates tension. Contact may be delayed, but awareness is permanent. They now understand, internally, your value and the energy they overlooked. At this stage, you have shifted the dynamic. Your calm presence communicates worth without words, and they cannot ignore it. The fifth oracle card is Fear of Permanent Loss. At this stage, awareness becomes serious. They start realizing that your presence is not guaranteed. They may have assumed your patience, clarity, and consistent energy were infinite, but with your calm boundaries now in place, the possibility of permanent absence becomes clear. This fear is both emotional and practical. They replay past moments where they took your steadiness for granted, where they failed to meet your energy, and now the impact of that underestimation is undeniable. Fear of permanent loss deepens as they observe you focused, independent, and thriving without their validation. You are steady, not reactive, and that makes the cost of losing your energy tangible. At this stage, your value is undeniable. They realize that your combination of clarity, patience, and consistency is rare, and that recognition changes their perception permanently. The sixth oracle card is testing the waters. Once fear sets in, curiosity pushes action, but ego still restrains them from full honesty. They start subtly probing, light messages, casual questions, or comments designed to see if your boundaries are still firm and how willing you are to engage. Testing the waters allows them to measure your emotional space without committing fully. Your calm, steady responses communicate that your energy is valuable and not to be taken for granted. Through these subtle interactions, they gauge whether they can meet your energy, respect your boundaries, and align with your steadiness. Each response you give reinforces your value and communicates your standards clearly. This stage is critical because your measured presence teaches lessons without drama. Their subtle testing reveals intent, but consistent, sustained effort is what will confirm genuine recognition. The seventh oracle card is behavioral adjustment. At this point, awareness turns into action. They begin changing behavior in meaningful ways: better communication, greater consideration, accountability, and avoidance of past patterns that disrespected your energy. Behavioral adjustment signals that recognition has moved beyond thought into practice. They may act differently, acknowledge past mistakes, or show consistent alignment with the calm, steady energy you provide. This stage allows you to evaluate whether their efforts meet your standards. Temporary gestures or sporadic attention are not enough. Consistency is what proves true awareness. For a general reading, this is a key stage. Only sustained, aligned effort demonstrates that recognition of your value has translated into real, actionable growth. The eighth oracle card is power rebalance. Previously, you carried more emotional energy, smoothing conflicts, explaining and adjusting to others. Now, the dynamic shifts. They feel the absence of your steadiness and the cost of undervaluing your energy. Power rebalance is about equilibrium, not control. They now understand the effort, patience, and clarity you brought, and interactions change to reflect that awareness. This shift also empowers you. You are no longer trying to prove your worth. You observe, respond thoughtfully, and maintain your boundaries. Your energy sets the standard they must meet to align with you. At this stage, your presence is honored, your boundaries are respected, and your value is undeniable. Only those willing to rise to meet your calm strength, clarity, and steadiness will remain in your life. Affirmation: I honor my energy and my boundaries. My presence is valuable and irreplaceable. Those who recognize my worth rise to meet it. I move forward with calm confidence, clarity, and balance. Personal sessions start at $9 to uncover who is realizing your value, their intentions, timing, and your best next move. For deeper ongoing guidance, love, career, money, and spiritual clarity, the $99 monthly membership provides full access. Your energy is rare, powerful, and steady. Only those willing to meet it will align with you.